A very happy weekend to you. Welcome to the number one station that gives you a voice all over the world. This is Voice of the People 90.3 FM. And as usual, it's time for another episode of the Saturday Business Roundtable, which comes to you every weekend. That's every Saturday between 11 a.m. and 12 noon, right here on Voice of the People 90.3 FM. I'm your host for today. My name is Chioma Innocent, and as usual, we'll be giving you business nuggets that can help you scale your business to the highest level ever. Now, one thing I know is that every business owner wants to make profit. Every business owner wants to have sold out at the end of every session, at the end of every year, at the end of every month, at the end of every week, every day, actually. A business owner wants to take stock and realize that, oh, I actually made, so much. I actually did well today. And that's why we bring you Saturday Business Roundtable every Saturday between 11 a.m. and 12 noon. And today, just like every other Saturday, we'll be talking about something very important: the ways to make your products sell very well. I'm talking about ways, nuggets, advice, as in pointers to make your products sell like hotcakes in the market. Ways to make your products would I say, admirable, palatable to the buyers. If you've been trying so hard doing everything that you learned from the internet or from business class and it's not been working, well, gather around your radio set and tell a friend to tell a friend that the Saturday Business Roundtable has just begun, and you will get to learn ways to make your product sell very well. I'm talking about ways to make your product sell like hotcakes. At the beginning of this year, you were told by the business analyst that this year will be a very good year for business. I mean, if you're not experiencing that, well, I'm sure you are not happy about it, and of course, neither am I. I would want you to actually, after listening to the program, you go ahead and just use what you have heard, what you've learned, and for it to actually bear fruit, for it to make great impact for you. And that's why we bring you the Saturday Business Roundtable every weekend. So welcome to the program today. I have Mr. Peter Anosike on seat. He's a business development executive. He's also a best-selling author. He's the author of the book Dangote's 10 Commandments on Money. Now, that book was rated as one of the best development books in the world by the Wall Street Journal. Here in Nigeria, it was adopted as a workbook for Scale Enterprises Development Agency of Nigeria, SMEDAN. Yes, and just so you know that, oh, this person who's talking to you has experience and he knows what he's saying. But let me not say too much. Let's just get into it. Ways to make your product sell very well. Ways to make your product sell like hot cakes. In case you've been trying everything, you might want to try this one. Good morning and happy weekend to you, Mr. Peter Anaske. How are you doing today?
I'm okay. Thank you for having me.
Well,
yes. At the beginning of the year, I said that 2025 will be better than 2024. This is March. And I feel before I said that 2025 will be better than 2024. And right now, even though it has not really reflected, that's on the cost of on transport fares. But fuel is now selling around 800. But the problem now are those transport owners who are still charging what they were charging when it was selling 1,000 naira, which is not good. Because ordinarily, you are supposed that to sell that's as you buy. When you were buying at 1,000 naira, that's a fuel, a liter 1,000 naira, you were charging 500 naira. Now that you are buying at 800 naira, conscience demands that you should reduce your transport fare, your transport charges. But these drivers are not doing that, which is not good. Now it's selling at 800 and something. I know that as the war between NNPCL and Dangote continues, it will continue that to come down. That's why from the beginning I say I hate a monopoly. I don't want Dangote to be the only person selling fuel in Nigeria. There must be competition. And what competition does is that it brings down prices. So why it is selling at 800 naira now is because of that competition. And NPCL is sending. That Dangote is also doing the same thing. I pray that very soon BOA will also start. As more people are coming into the business, competition is increasing, price will continue that to come down until one day, and very soon we'll be having it at 400. Some people are saying 200, 150. It cannot be. It cannot be in Nigeria, but we can get fuel at 400 naira if BOA comes into the competition. So today we want to talk about how to boost your sales, ways that can make your sales to increase,
To double or triple.
because business is all about, the world is a market. Everybody is sending. Everybody is sending. Everybody is in a market. So, and the business is all about sending, making profit. If you are not sending, you are not making it's always start from your customers, from your audience. That's where everything starts, because you are not in business for yourself. You are in business to provide value. You are in the business to provide service. You are in business to provide satisfaction. You are in business to provide value. You are in business to provide satisfaction. You are in business to provide value, and you are providing to human beings. So that's why it starts from your customers or your audience. So for you to be able to do that, you have to know your target audience. That's the number one step, knowing your target audience. In providing products to people, it is difficult to target everyone. So there's no way, what I have said it before, there's no way what you are producing or your service will be for everybody. That's why we use that word, target audience. That's the people that it is meant for. A concise people. These are the people that need this product. That's why that word, target audience. Instead of saying know your audience. We talk about target audience. So you have to find out which demography, that's which age that most need your product or service. Look at the trends in your sales and analytics and target only those who need your product or service. Only those who need your product or service. An instance, you are selling shoes, male shoes. You don't need to go to the female side to advertise, because female have a different kind of shoe. So knowing your target audience is the beginning of wisdom in business. Knowing those who your products are made for. The more you know them, the better you focus on them.
So you're not advertising in the wrong region or speaking to the wrong people to buy from you.
So the more you know them, the more you focus. But when you don't know them, you will be distracted. Just like somebody who stood up and have nowhere in mind he wants to go to.
They might end up just roaming and saying they're taking a stroll.
Sure, you don't know whether you are going to the east, to the west, or to the north. So before you stand up, where you are going to have registered in your mind, and once it's registered, and you stand up, you are going there straight. That's the way it is in business. So when you know your target audience, it will make you to be more focused. It is going to make you to be more focused. So that is very, very important. And when Bill Gates was asked what is the secret No, when Steve Jobs was asked what is the secret of his business, he said it's focus. Bill Gates said the same thing. Um, uh, who is this investor? Okay. Um, Warren Buffett also said the same thing. I'm mentioning three people now: Steve Jobs, Bill Gates, and Warren Buffett. They say that the secret of their success in business is focus. So if you want to upscale, you need to know your target audience. And when you know your target audience, it will help your focus. And it has helped a lot of people. So when you when you know the people that or your product is meant for, it is in a way increases your energy. It increases your determination.
Towards making that product available to those people.
Because you know them. Because you know them. It's what you don't know that you begin to procrastinate, begin to feel tired, overwhelmed. But once you know them, it energizes you to focus. So, number 2 is treating your existing customers very, very well. As I said, business is all about customers. If you don't have customers, you have no business. I have asked a lot of people, product and customer, which one is more important? Some people are saying that product is more important. Others are saying that customer is more important. Both are important, but customers are far more important than products. Because when there are no customers, whatever you have is for yourself. Have the best product in the world and nobody's buying, you are not in business. So, number 1, I say you have to know your target audience. Number 2, you have to treat your existing customers very, very well. Why do you treat them well? What makes you succeed in business is repeated purchases. People buying and coming back to buy. It is not just a one-off. One-off does not help anybody in business. It is repeated purchases that makes people rich in business. So for there to be repeated purchases, you have to treat your existing customers very, very well. I used that to tell people, you have not done well in business if your customer did not leave your shop premises happy. So the state of the mind of your customer when he is leaving your shop, your office, determines whether you have done well in business or not. This is what people should have at the back of their mind. The person that came to you as a customer, when he is going, what is his state of mind? Is he happy or not? That will determine whether he will come back or not. If he is happy, he will come back. He will refer others to you. So that's why we are talking about treating existing customers very, very well. I tell people that business is like a coach. A coach is as good as his last match. If a coach wins his last match, he's a good coach. If he loses his last match, he's a bad coach. So even if he had won 20 trophies in the past, it does not make sense. So you are as good as the last customer that left your shop. If the customer left with happiness, then you did a good business. If he left with anger, with frustration, then you did a very bad business. So every businessman, every businesswoman is as good as the state of the mind of the customer when that person was leaving his or her shop. because that's what will determine whether he will come back or not. If you are running a monopoly, definitely, because you are the only one that is selling that product, he will come back. But with internet, monopoly it has become non-existent, because whatever I want now, if I go to Google, where do I get this? More than 20 answers will come. So monopoly has become non-existent. So the only option now is treating your customers very, very well, so that they can be making repeated purchases. And that's what makes people to succeed in business. Not those who just thrown in, buy and go, maybe because their custom, maybe because the people or they are buying did not come to your market on that day. But your customers are those who make repeated purchases. They come in the morning, they come in the afternoon, they will come tomorrow. Those people deserve to be treated well. And if you are treating them well, certainly they will be coming back, and as they are coming back, your business will be going forward. Then there's what we call testimonials in business. Testimonial means people who have patronized you and now go out to tell other people about your product or your service. This is very, very important, because customers believe those who have bought. Do you understand me? Customers believe those who have bought than they believe influencers. Because you may be watching on TV, you see Messi drinking Pepsi. It doesn't convince anybody, because they don't know whether if it's really the Pepsi liquid content that is there. So when somebody is talking from the point of experience, I have bought this product, I'm using this product, it is working, it is good. Because it is not easy to put your hand in your wallet or in your purse to bring out money, especially under Tinubu's economy.
But does it mean that those who engage the services of an influencer, they are wasting their money to just like be the face of a brand? When people see their favorite celebrity being the face of a brand, does it not encourage them to want to buy, maybe to support their favorite celebrity?
Excuse me. If influencers work, if celebrities work, if endorsements work, Donald Trump wouldn't have been the president of the United States. Hollywood as a whole endorsed Kamala Harris. The biggest artists in the world endorsed Kamala Harris. But the people know that what these people feel is not what they feel. They know that what they are going through is not what those influencers are going through. So people believe more from those who have a real experience of it. Those who can say, I have bought this product, I have used it, it is working. So that's what we call the testimonials in business. And the more testimonials that you have, the more people that buy from you and go out and talk about your business, the more you sell. The more people, the more testimonials that you have, that's people who have used your products and go out to talk about it, they will convince other people more, because they are talking from the point of experience. I bought it, I used it, and it worked for me. That is what I am using now, and it is working. It is easier to convince people through testimonials than through any other means.
You're tuned in to Voice of the People 90.3 FM. This is a Saturday Business Roundtable, and we have been talking about ways to make your product sell very well. The ways to make your product sell like hotcakes. We've talked about identifying your target audience and building up your product to have that kind of standard that will make your target audience keep coming back for more. Please go ahead.
Okay, this is we are in internet age. There's nothing you can do now without internet. So another one is you have to go mobile. It is very, very important if you want to make sales in your business. It is very, very important that you go mobile, because over 70% of people shop online these days. Over 70% of the people use their phones to shop, use their phones to search for products. So it is good you go mobile, so that or the more people sees your products, the more they will make a request. What you can, that's what you can sell in a month. That's in the conventional, traditional market. You can sell it in a day when all your business is online. It is very 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 important. It is very very important that for your business, for you that to sell more, you have to go mobile. You have to go mobile, because
That is, take your business online.
Online. A lot of people today does what is called the desktop purchases. That they stay in the offices, in their houses, make a request, and the product that will be brought to their doorsteps. And it has become one of the easiest ways of increasing sales. Even food, people stay in their house, order food online, and it will be brought to their house. Because it's not everybody that now have time that to go to the restaurant or to go to anywhere and begin to queue up. So if you want to make sales, your business you have to go mobile. Then, talking about mobile too, your business will also have to be in the social media.
So whether or not one is inclined towards social media, in order to make sales, you have to push your business there and learn about it.
Social media has more advantages than disadvantages. The only thing that I criticize about social media are those who use it wrongly. There are very very educative sites on the social media that one can be using. So if your business is in social media and you are interacting, you are engaging, you'll be making sales. If your business is in social media, you are bound to be making more sales than if it's not there, because half of the population of the world are active on the social media. So it is important that you either Facebook, Instagram, all those things, try to be active there. It will help you to boost your business. It is important, very very important. Then you must be sending value. That is very very important. You must be sending value. People don't just buy products. What they buy is value. What they buy is the benefit of that product. An instance, if I'm having a headache and I go to a pharmacy for medication, what I need is what will stop my headache. And that is what I'm paying for, is the value of that drug. So you should make sure that your business, that what you are doing, what you are sending, has capacity to solve problems. That's what I mean by sending value. If your business has no value, has no capacity to solve problems or to create satisfaction, you have no business. So before coming to the market, make sure that what you are bringing out is what will create value, create satisfaction, solve problems. If your own business is not doing that, then you are not really in business. It is important that what you are creating must have value. And again, you have to also, this is also social media. Make your business visible to people. The more visible your business is, the more you sell. People will just say that I have a website where I sell my products, but they don't promote that website. It does not make any meaning. That you have a website and you are not promoting that product. It's like you have a product in your warehouse. Nobody is seeing it, because a website is a warehouse. So what makes it visible is that you are promoting, you are creating awareness for that product that is in your website. You are using it to engage people. You are using it to educate people. And once you are engaging them, you are educating them, they will keep on buying, keep on referring to people. So that you have a website and it's dormant does not make any meaning. It's as good as you don't, there's none. People will say my product is online. My product is online. If your product is online and you are not promoting it, you are not making it more visible, it does not make sense. So the more visible your product is online, the more you sell. I have had people who will say that my products have been online for the past 6 months. I'm not making any sale. It depends on you. You must promote that product that is online. You must engage people. You must educate people. You must make it visible. And as I said before, the more visible a product is, or the more you sell.
This is the Saturday Business Roundtable on Voice of the People 90.3 FM, and we are talking about ways to make your product sell very well, ways to make your product sell like a hotcake. And you've been receiving these pointers. Very soon the phone lines will be open so that you can call in. But in the meantime, you can also send messages on WhatsApp, okay? Ask whatever questions that you have regarding business, and of course, Mr. Peter Anosike will answer it. But what if someone puts their product online and they still do not get sales? What can they do?
It means that they are not marketing that site. You must use it to engage people.
What about the use of business cards, say printing business cards? Because there are certain people who feel like my business is not that big. Why should I have a business card? A complimentary card.
Complimentary card is a way of creating awareness, letting people know what you do.
Because once you give it to them, they just put it in their bag, and then they could be going through their bag and then see it and be like, oh, I remember when I got this card.
But how you can only give to those who you have access to. those who cross your path. But with social media, you can give millions of you may not be able that to give 1,000 people business cards, but in social media, you can give 1 million people that business card by creating awareness of what you are doing. So social media has become the fastest way of reaching people. Social media have become the fastest way of reaching people. So I prefer people putting or their product on social media, but not just putting it there. Keep on promoting it. Keep on creating awareness for that product. It is important. It is important. Again, you must have an incentive for for those buying from you. You must have an incentive or a deal that is good for those who are buying from you. If there are two people sending or the same thing, and the one is giving an incentive, the other is not, the one that is giving incentive will always sell more. Or the one giving incentive will always sell more. So you should then that to give some. That's what.
But is it to give incentive at the detriment of one's business, knowing that
No.
if you give a discount to 10 or 20 or 50 customers, that it might affect one's profits?
No, business must not lose money. Business must not lose money.
Can we talk about one aspect of pricing that actually chases away customers? Because I've seen situations whereby people will say, I will not patronize this vendor again because I bought something from them, say maybe for 50,000 naira. And then only for me to start to see it later, maybe a day or two later, from another vendor, the same product, or maybe even physically, and that person is selling at, let's say, 5 or 10 or 15,000 naira. And the buyer is annoyed, like, I understand you want to make profit, but why so high? Also, there was a time I was, scrolling through Twitter, now called X, and somebody wrote how Nigerians are so classist. She's a vendor, that she doubled the price of a product by 17 times, and people were still finding it cheap. And these people spoiling business, spoiling market for other people.
Well, that one, price is very, very sensitive in business, and the price works two ways. You can price yourself out of business, and you can price yourself out of the market. So the person that times a product by 17 times, I wonder what he might be sending, what he or she might be sending. Understand? And if he or she is the only one sending that, so it's unbelievable to me.
No, because there are people who believe that the more expensive a product is, the better it is. The less people you have actually being able to afford it, and so they can be able to say, "Oh, I'm one of the few who can afford to buy this product." Something like perfume. We have really expensive perfumes.
Unless branded products.
So no matter the brand, does that mean you should now multiply the price by 15 times? Isn't that greed?
Unless branded products. Unless product that you have a monopoly, it is only you that is selling that product. Because if you multiply by even 5 times, you will go out of that market. If you now, there's no way something is selling for 50,000 and another person is selling that same product at 100, and there are many people selling that. You go out, you only sell once.
No, high end, like boutiques, right? You don't expect a boutique in Ikoyi selling the same product as one in Yaba to be selling it at the same price.
It may not be the same product. I mean,
What if it is the same product?
it,
Dress.
it may not be the same quality.
When it's the same quality, nko?
It cannot be the same quality. An instance, in the United States, Walmart sells things at a very cheap rate. It is known. It is known. So Walmart could be like a mainland. On, understand me? So there you can pick shoes at $50, $100 and so on and so forth. But in other areas, that thing can now be going for 1,000 or 2. So, but the product, it may look like the same thing, but it will not really be the same thing. There are high-end products, and there are products for everybody. The quality will certainly not be all the same, unless it's a fairly use of the original product. So, but if you, as a price is very, very sensitive, the higher you go, the higher you are going out of that market.
So the higher you go, the more you lose customers.
Sure. And because those people will buy just once. There's no way somebody, you are selling 100, another person is selling 50, somebody go and buy 100 from you and find it 50 somewhere else. Exactly the same product, he will not come back to you anymore. So you can just sell once. You can just sell once.
This is the Saturday Business Roundtable on Voice of the People 90.3 FM. Call me up and ask whatever questions you might have to the business analyst in the studio. 0803-692-9933. 0803-692-9933. That's the number you can call to be a part of this conversation. Call me up and ask whatever questions that you have. On WhatsApp, it's 0817-175-6338. 0817-175-6338. Please send a message on WhatsApp if you have a question as regards your business, or if you are having difficulty actually being able to scale your business, being able to make sales, or you've done everything that's been talked results, right? So call me up or send a message. 0803-692-9933. Hello there. Welcome to Saturday Business Roundtable. How you doing? Hello, can you hear me? Welcome to the Saturday Business Roundtable. Good morning. All right, give me a call back. I definitely want to hear from you. 0803-692-9933. 0803-692-9933. That's the number you can call and then ask whatever business questions that you might have. While waiting for other calls, let me take your messages on WhatsApp. We have about one or two. This person is asking, says, good morning, Choma and Mr. Anosike. Thank you for the business program. Okay, I'll come back to this. Good morning and welcome to Saturday Business Roundtable. How are you doing today?
Hello, good morning, Choma.
Hi, good morning. What's your name and location, please?
My name is Chike. I'm calling from Apapa.
Welcome, Chike.
Yes. The question I want to ask is, what are the techniques to deploy in a competitive market, especially when almost all the people in the market are selling the same product? And what are you going to do to make your own sale more faster? Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for your question. You heard what he asked.
Sure. There are so many things that you can do. One is service. One is service. That's improved service. Maybe the way you relate with customers. It is very, very important. It has to be very, very cordial. You have to be receptive. You have to make them see you as a friend, not just as a customer and buyer stuff, but as a friend. I used that to tell people that if your customers are not inviting you for their events, you are not doing well. And instance, somebody who has come there to buy something for you, 1, 2, 3, He's doing something and he did not invite you, you are not doing well as a business person. So you have to put yourself in their mind. That's what is called emotional attachment. And that emotional attachment is a stage where you get in business when you are not there and a customer comes. He will begin to wait for you, even look for your number and call.
But does that mean getting overly friendly with your customer? Like when they come, you sit them down, buy them water or buy them a drink and start asking them about family while you're going about trying to give them the best prices and package their products very well before they are ready to go.
I said, number one, that's a relationship. Number two, to try to innovate. Understand me? That thing that everybody is sending the same thing. Try to improve on it. That's try to distinguish your own from what they are doing. Because if you don't separate, you are in a rat race. And if you are in a rat race, people will now begin to cut prices in order to make sales, which is not good for business. An instance, others will be selling at 5,000 naira. You want to come down that to 4,748.
That is shove off a little bit of your profits to draw in more customers.
Sure.
But in an hello there. All right, in an event where one has done all this, and there are people who are very loyal to their customers. Even if their customer raises his price to like 5,500 and you're selling at 4,700, they might think, oh, this person has an agenda for reducing. And also the people around who also have stores like this person that's calling now might say, oh, why when people are in the same market selling the same thing, they could agree on a price that they want to sell their products. And if you start selling lower, it looks like you're sabotaging others in the market.
No, I say, if you are selling 5, I'm selling 5,500. The secret is the hold I have on my customers, because I have put myself in their mind. So we have gone beyond that buyer standard thing. We are now like friends. We are now like friends. So relationship in business goes a long way in boosting sales.
What if the customer is not interested in that? They just want to buy and go.
It's not a customer. I'm talking of repeating customers. I'm talking of repeating customers. So when I talk about treating existing customers well, I was not talking about one-off customers. But it is always good to turn a one-off customer to a repeated customer. And how do you do that? Service. Tell him that you don't care about his money, that what you care is about is a relationship. So that's why I tell people, when somebody walks into your store and asks, how much is this? Don't just say 1,000 naira. Just ask the person questions. Understand, what do you want to use it for? Let me know if this is the one that you really want. Educate them. Act as a consultant instead of as a sender. So that's the word. Act as a consultant instead of a sender.
All right, this is still a Saturday Business Roundtable on Voice of the People 90.3 FM. Give me a call, 0803 692 9933. 0803 692 9933. That's the number you can call to be a part of this conversation. Good morning. Welcome to Saturday Business Roundtable. Hello, are you there? Can you hear me? Welcome to the Saturday Business Roundtable. Good morning. All right, give me a call back. I definitely want to hear from you. 0803 692 9933. This is Voice of the People 90.3 FM. Let me take your messages on WhatsApp. We have quite a number. All right, this person is asking, what if I do all this and it doesn't work? For example, what's this? Okay, you mean I promoted a product on IG, but I never got any sales and I never got my money back. What do I do? Okay, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and a lot of social media platforms that have this thing where you can pay a certain amount of money and they will promote your product for a certain number of days. You could choose 2, 3, 4, 5 days. You could also choose your target audience. If you promote your product, people who don't even follow you, they can have it appear on their timeline. And this person is saying, I did this and it didn't work. What else can I do?
It's not just a one-off thing.
So the person should keep spending money on adverts that's not
It's
yielding
not.
fruit.
It's not just a one-off. Advert does not yield fruit in a day. It has to be sustained. It has to be sustained. It's not just a 1 week thing, a 1 month thing. You have to keep on pushing it on them. Then one day it will register in their minds. Because people go to social media with suspicion, with suspicion. Understand me? People feel that a lot of people in the social media are fraudulent. So you have to keep on pushing before people will not begin to trust you. Trust cannot be built in a day, in a week, in a month.
But I really recall being the victim of a scam myself where, I saw a product online, I liked it, I looked through the page, it looked real, it looked legitimate, and then, I paid for that product. January 2022, or was it 2023? Beginning of the year, he paid me, He really paid me. The person chopped my 3.5. I paid for. It's just sad. But then, yes, how can a legitimate vendor now distinguish themselves from all these scamming vendors?
That's why I say people don't trust in a day, in a week, in a month. It takes time. So you have to keep on engaging people. You have to keep on engaging. You have to keep on educating people. You have to prove to others that you are real. And it's not what you would do in a week or in a month. So that's why people I've been promoting for 30 months. I'm tired. No, it doesn't work that way. It needs that staying power. Social media needs staying power. You have to keep on pushing and pushing until people will now begin to, yes, this guy seems serious. This guy seems serious. Understand? So it's difficult trusting somebody that you don't know his or her address.
All right, then let's take one more message on WhatsApp. It says, "Hello VOP, good morning. Good morning to you. How you doing? You didn't let me know your name and your location. You're asking the question: if I want to start a new business in my neighborhood, and it is a food business like a mama put type, but there is a big restaurant around me, and the place I want to put my business is very close to the restaurant. Do you think people will patronize me?"
If I'm to do it, I can do that, and I can pull customers from those big so-called.
This
big
is
ones.
mama put style, yo.
Relationship. Understand me? Just go and study them. There may be things that people who are going there want, and it's not there. Try to kind of customize your sales.
One thing is the big restaurants, one thing they will have is a beautiful environment, nice ambience. People can sit there and talk while eating. People can have dates there. You can't do dates at Mama Put.
But you don't give them orders on what to eat, on how their food should be prepared. If the pepper is too much, you cannot complain. I think you know that. But in a small one, understand, flexibility what makes business succeed. Flexibility. Somebody can excuse me. I would prefer this this pepper mild. Understand me? That you can be adjusting because you are not big.
So they have more choice with the Mama Put.
Sure.
Because I've actually experienced that, going to buy food at a place. I've visited a big restaurant before. I was going to visit there the next time, and I saw Mama Put beside the restaurant. Mama Put only comes out in the night, just in the evening, and you could see a lot of people queuing to buy food from there, while the restaurant was basically 1 or 2 people just in there.
If I'm him or her with a small, I'll run that big one
But
out
isn't
of
it
town.
more of a function of what people can afford to buy than the fact that maybe the restaurant is big and fine, or this one?
No, people may choose that to go to the big one based on ego. Understand me? I don't want to be seen in a mama put. Understand? But this is an issue of satisfaction. This is issue of satisfaction. A small business has far more advantage than the big ones. What the big advantage of the big ones is just one, that's a bulk purchase, which will reduce their expenses. But in a flexible country, in a flexible business, you can do anything. So you get more service in a flexible business than a big one. Because it is coming up. He or she has no alternative than to be friendly. So whatever you want, this is the way I want this thing to be. I don't want much onions. I don't want much pepper. You cannot do that in Mr. Biggs. You cannot do that
Please don't call brand names.
in other this thing. Understand me? So
All right, then that's all we can take on the Saturday Business Roundtable today. It's about 5 minutes before 12 noon. We need to go so that they can proceed. But one advice for business owners who have been struggling to make sales since the beginning of the year, what would it be?
I say, look at treating your existing customers fine. Build relationships. Try to get them emotionally attached to you. Have seen people in Nigeria here fighting because of Chelsea, Arsenal in UK. Because of what? Emotional attachment. They have seen those football teams as their own, and they are ready to die for it here in Nigeria.
And people have died, actually.
Understand me? So they have put those things in their minds. So put your business in their own minds. Let them begin to see it as their own.
All right, then we need to go. This has been the Saturday Business Roundtable right here on Voice of the People 90.3 FM. My name is Chioma Innocent. Mr. Peter Anoski and I will be back for the recap from 4 to 6 p.m. Do stay tuned. The world news at 12 comes up shortly. Have an amazing day.